Hello, I'm Karae. Welcome to my career corner. I'm like your friendly neighborhood career educator. Today, I wanted to talk to you about accomplishment statements. There we go. I wanted to share with you 3 different ways to write them and always get the same results to help you be a little bit more competitive. It's one thing to be able to write out a resume, but to have the employer understand the value you can bring is a really important skill. So here we go. So the goal is to show as many transferable skills as you possibly can to the employer. Usually we're talking about 2 within the same statement. And they're a little bit funny because we don't actually say I have communication skills. We say, oh, I do presentations, or I was talking a mile a minute. I wish that could be a skill. Nonetheless, we're going to focus on our transferable skills, and that will help us become more employable. It increases our competitiveness. And sometimes that can be a really good thing. Okay, you want to have the mindset when you're writing these that you are the employer. You understand what you mean, but will the employer who's never worked at that business or maybe never done that job, will they understand what it is you're saying? How can you phrase it so they get it? All right, here's method number 1. We're going to talk about what by doing X, using Y results in Z. So if you want to talk about, for example, your good time management skills, here's the statement. You organize and manage schedules for 6 classes and 30 plus assignments a term. That's your X, your doing part. So we're going to say that through the use of a smartphone app, that's your Y, and the Z was meeting all deadlines. So employers are going to hear organized, managed, meeting deadlines, pretty much that you made it all happen. What employer wouldn't want to have part of that? So method number 2 is you can think about what, how, and why. So what you did, how you did it, and why you did it. So here's the example. You produced daily reports. That's what you did. How you did it was by using Word, email, and SharePoint. So it's usually the tech stuff, but not always. And then why you did it was for sharing or for detailed progress of directional drilling for your customers. So the employer sees those transferable skills of your writing skills, you're producing daily reports. They're also going to see your computer skills and the fact that you're keeping track of progress so that customers can use those documents. Again, what employer wouldn't want that? Awesome skills to show them. The third method is AER, so action, explain, and results. You'll notice that every accomplishment statement or competency statement starts with a past tense action verb. So it shows the employer you have done that you made it happen. We like people who make things happen. So A is you start with your action word, then E is explain what it was that you did, and R, the results for your actions. So here's the example. You served customers in a fast-paced environment, providing service with a smile and fostering repeat clients. Or you learned new software quickly, facilitating the flow of business and teaching others. So your action words in red, the white is explaining what you did, and the R is the results of your actions. So, how come it was a good thing? Can you see the transferable skills that the employer will see now when they read through that? The other thing you can try is to flip your accomplishment or competency statements. So the examples are improve sales by greeting every customer and offering to help find specific products. So there we started with the results of improved sales. We put the conjunction by in, and then we gave the details. Same thing with met learning needs through, there's our conjunction instead of by, multimedia formats accommodating for various learning styles. So again, we started with the results. For me, I know I've written a really great accomplishment statement when I can flip the statement either way. And I can say, okay, what would the employer want to know? That I improved sales or that I greeted every customer? You decide what you think would be most valuable for that person who's going to read your resume. One of the things that typically happens when we go to write resumes, especially accomplishment statements, is we get stuck. So I like to use this brainstorming tip of the 5 Ws, which doesn't make a lot of sense because there's also an H in there, but nonetheless, think of asking yourself, okay, what did I do with this job? Who did I do it with? Where did I do it? When did I do it? How long did I do it for? And why did I do it? You don't have to answer all of those questions for every accomplishment statement, but they should be covered in your accomplishment statements for that job. So the reader gets a really good picture of what it is you did at that job. Because remember, they probably haven't worked at that job. If you would like, we have a very cool AI tool called VMock, and I'll tell you how you find it. So we go to our great website, UVic Career Services, and the tab Find Work. You scroll down and you'll see Apply for Jobs. So then you're going to look for the VMock AI feedback. So you can upload your resume to this tool and it will tell you what you're missing in your accomplishment statements. It's very handy. My only suggestion is don't get hung up on the mark that it gives you. It doesn't mean that you're going to fail if it's not a fantastic mark. Take the advice on the accomplishment statements. It's really helpful. All right. The other thing you can do if you would like some help to write your accomplishment statements, your resumes, your cover letters, is you can make an appointment with your career educator. So somebody like me. So if you go to the Learning in Motion portal, on the left-hand side is the menu, and you can see I highlighted appointments, and then you go over to career services, and then select by provider, and you can choose the person that's for your faculty. I work with engineering and computer science students. That's all I have for you today. I just want to say thanks for hanging out with me and good luck with writing your accomplishment or competency statements. Bye for now.